Good evening, cute friends. This is your girl, Christina Charlotte of Cute Inc. Cute stands for committed until the end, and Ink stands for I can ink any design that God gives me. I am so excited about tonight's interview. I am interviewing one of my friends of 30 years. Can you believe that? 30 years, y'all. I'm interviewing one of my friends that I've known for 30 years. We used to work together at TransUnion years ago, and our friendship just has evolved, and we've been hanging with each other and keeping up with each other. We don't talk every day, however, we are still friends. So, can you all give a round of applause for my friend Necee Cotton? Yes. Hey, Necee, welcome to Cute Conversations with
Hey,
Christine
thank you for
Charlotte.
having me, Christina.
How are you, girl?
I am fantabulous, Christina.
Absolutely, absolutely, girl. You know, I'm following you on Facebook, so I see what you're doing. So I know you are doing fabulous. What have you
Yes.
been up to these last few 30 some years since we
Oh
both
my
left
goodness.
TransUnion? Folks know what I've been doing. But what have you
Right.
been doing? Let me know what you've been up to.
Oh my goodness. Since I left TransUnion,
Mhm.
I worked for another credit bureau, Experian.
All right, I
Worked in
remember that.
banking for a
Hmm.
couple of years.
Hmm.
LaSalle Bank, and then they got bought out by Bank of America. So that ended that because I
Right.
wasn't moving to Florida.
Okay.
Um, and then worked for a loan processing company,
All right.
and I recently left that.
Okay.
But during that whole time, I've actually been a part of this National Financial Literacy campaign. And it's so crazy how I got introduced to the campaign all these years ago, because it's been over 20 years, right?
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, but while I was working at Experian, I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers
Hmm.
about 401k plans. And I'm like, oh, I still have an old 401k at TransUnion. I need to roll it over. So he introduced me to somebody that he knew in this organization that can
Uh-huh.
help me roll it over.
Okay.
And by the time the guy finished going over everything, Christina, I was like, is this something I can do?
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So he said, yeah, I think I caught him off guard because I basically was like, can y'all let a sister try this?
Right, 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 right.
So he said, yeah, you can do it. This is something you can do. We bring you on board. We match you up with a trainer and show you the ropes. So I've been
Okay.
doing this now for over 20 years.
Okay, now tell me, you said I've been doing this. Tell us about this. What is
Okay.
this you've been doing for 20 years that you are so passionate about? Talk to us.
All right. So this is basically a national campaign to financially educate 30 million families
All right.
by 2030, right? So we started out with a goal of 1 million
Okay.
and we accomplished that. So one of the founders of the company and the gentleman, we actually call him our coach.
Mhm.
He increased the goal to 30 million. He's like, if we hit a million that quick, let's educate 30 million families out here because this information is not taught in schools.
Right.
And I know for our community, the black and brown community, this information we need
Absolutely.
to get on track financially. So we actually offer complimentary virtual workshops.
Okay.
We do them in schools. We have one of our campaigners who is a professor at Harvard.
Okay.
He actually is a part of the campaign and teaches the workshops at Harvard University, girl.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so we
big.
teaching them in schools. We teaching the workshops in churches,
Mhm.
corporations, the
Mhm.
FBI. We actually taught the workshops with the FBI, the Chicago Police Department. So anybody who will listen, we're
Mhm.
teaching these workshops too. Yeah, and
That
there's 6 workshops that we offer.
okay. Okay. That is amazing. Can you just talk a little bit about the whole like what is the whole financial literacy piece of it? Like when you say we talk to the kids about it, what are you guys teaching them about? What savings, building generational
Yeah.
wealth? What is it that you're teaching them? If you
So
go to a school,
basically,
what do you
say that again.
when you go into a school to talk to kids, what are you saying to them?
So basically, we're teaching them about there's 6 workshops. So we're basically teaching them about oh, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
We're teaching them about proper protection. It's basically about building a solid financial foundation.
Okay.
So we're teaching people about how life insurance works, because a lot of times, especially in our community, we
Right.
only know about term insurance and whole life insurance,
Right.
right? But there's actually 5 different types of life insurance that's
Okay.
available to people. So
Okay.
we're teaching people about having proper protection, about debt management.
Mm-hmm.
What if something happens in the family and to the breadwinner of the family, and you
Right.
got all this debt, you don't have, you have to protect your income as well as your assets.
Absolutely.
Um, we have a college planning company that we've partnered with. So we going into schools and helping kids, get not college education, but college coaching, so that they can
Okay.
go to the college of their choice. So they actually major in what they want to major in. Because
Okay.
so many times we go to college, we get a major, we graduate, and then we graduate and get a job doing something that's not even in the
Totally
field,
different.
not even what we went
Absolutely.
to college for.
Mm-hmm. That happens
So
a lot.
that's one of the things. Exactly. So savings and investments, estate planning, retirement planning, though that's basically our platform, those 6 areas.
Okay, and all those areas are extremely important as you said, especially in the Black and brown communities, because a lot of this stuff we weren't privy to when we were growing up. You know,
No,
I'm
we were.
55, and I'm think you're 55 too, right, Necee? Yeah, so
Yes.
a lot of stuff
Yes, yes. Be
we weren't
56 in
privy.
June.
Right. I remember that in June. A lot of
Right.
the stuff we were not privy to. So it's a wonderful thing that as we've gotten older, we've gained the knowledge about it. And so now it's up our job to educate people about financial literacy, because it is so important. And especially the piece on insurance. I remember years ago, I had one of my friends who is a he owns his own insurance company, and I had him come and do like a little workshop at my church back at home in East Chicago, because so many of our people are uneducated about insurance, and they think like, oh, it's this astronomical fee, is astronomical amount of money, and it's not. You literally, right
It's
now, you
not.
literally can get an insurance policy on yourself, on your family, you know what I'm saying, on your loved ones. You can get
Right.
one. They don't have a whole lot, now I see commercials where they're talking about, even if you have these pre-existing conditions, some people can still will insure you. You might have to pay a little higher premium, but you can still get insurance, because GoFundMe is not
Right.
the way. So
It
educating our
is not
people,
the way.
it is
It's
not
so
the
not the
way.
way.
It's not the way. And my prayer every time I see something like that, my prayer is that people get educated about financial literacy, about insurance, how it works, how it can benefit you. Because I know, and this is something
Yes.
that you can really speak on, as, when you have an insurance policy, how you can pull money from that to help. If you get into a
Exactly.
bind or whatever, speak on that a little bit, Niece.
Yeah, I was going to say that, life insurance is not our grandparents' insurance.
Mm-mm.
It's
Mhm.
not. It's not the
Mhm.
same. Like you said, there are different policies out there. The one thing that we have to, I was telling another young lady, the one thing we have to change, first of all, is our mindset.
Absolutely.
We have to change our mindset about saving and investing, and our mindset about life insurance.
Right.
Because so many times, I talk to people and it's like they don't really understand life insurance, but their thing is, oh, I don't want to make my family rich, or oh, they're gonna struggle the way I struggle. That makes me cringe.
Yeah.
That just makes
Absolutely.
me cringe because life insurance, it's not just for when you pass away anymore.
Right. But people don't know that.
It's not. You can use it while you're alive.
Absolutely.
We can use, there's so many things you can use life insurance for.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if the banks can use life insurance to secure the finances at a bank, why don't we have life insurance? We're the most important asset to our family.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm so passionate about this, because our Black and brown community, we need to know this information.
Absolutely.
And we need to learn
Absolutely.
and understand how life insurance works.
Yep.
You know, I heard one person at our office the other day, they referred to life insurance like cell phones.
Uh-huh.
Because you know how the cell phone started, you had the big brick cell phone.
Yes, girl. Them great big old.
The
Yeah.
big ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to, I think what was the next cell phone out? The
Those flip. They were the ones
BlackBerry or
that the
something.
Blackberries. One note you had the flip ones too, remember? The flip down one.
Yeah, the flip phones, the
Yes.
Blackberries. Now
Yes.
you just have Android or Apple,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Team
And then
Andrew.
Apple keep going with Apple 10, Apple 11, Apple this and Apple that.
Right.
So life
Samsung
insurance is kind
24.
of like life insurance is kind of, it has evolved over the years. So there's different types. And
Yeah.
that's what we want to teach people.
That's awesome. And so you said that you've been doing this for 20 years?
Over 20
Over
years.
20 years?
My oldest nephew is 28. So I've been doing this for about 25, 26 years.
Wow. So we're doing this for that amount of years, 26 plus years. What challenges have you faced, and how were you able to overcome them, or is it a work in progress still?
I would say it's a work in progress. I have been part of this organization since 1998.
Mm-hmm.
I started out part-time
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing it full-time now.
Okay.
Thank goodness. But it's an ongoing challenge
Okay.
because girl, Christina,
Honey, talk about it. It's hard educating our folk, huh?
Christina, oh my goodness.
I
It is so
know.
hard to educate us. And
Yeah.
and I just think it comes from I don't know, our background, the things we've been through,
Yep.
starting from our ancestors.
Yeah.
It's sometimes
Passed
it's
down
like
generation to generation.
exactly, but I just keep fighting through it.
Absolutely.
You know, if I talk to many, I'll get a few. So
That's good.
that's why I thank you for having me on today, because if we
Yes.
reach just one or two people,
Hey,
that's something.
hey,
That's something.
one is better than none. Okay.
Exactly.
If
Exactly.
we touch one person, we've done what I
Exactly.
set out to do. Educate
Yep.
people. So of course I have to ask this question since this is a cute conversation.
Okay.
Tell me, what does it mean to be cute, committed until the end, personally? And then tell me about being committed until the end to what you're so passionate about as it relates to financial literacy.
Cute to me, you know, it's something when I wear your t-shirt,
Mhm.
your cute t-shirt.
Yes. Uh-huh.
As far as a relationship, I tell you, I've been in a relationship with my
Mhm.
significant other
Mhm.
for about as long as I've been in this campaign,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
We're not married.
Okay.
We've been committed to each other for
Okay.
over 20 years.
Wow. That's amazing.
Um, and recently, um, my mom passed away 2 years ago in
Mhm.
February.
Mhm.
But before she passed away, she had suffered a stroke.
Yeah.
She was bedbound for 8 years. I was her caregiver at that time. And then also looking after my grandmother, who I moved in with my mom.
Okay.
So even while I was doing all that, I was still committed to this business and
Yes.
this campaign. But
Mhm.
you know what? He was by my side, Christina, the whole time.
That's awesome.
He was there, his mother, his grandmother,
Mhm.
they helped me out.
Yeah,
And to this day, they still support me.
that's awesome.
So when you say committed to the end,
Mhm.
I told him he stuck with me. We might
All
not be
right.
married, stuck with me.
You stuck, bruh. You stuck. Just because of your display of commitment to me, I am committed to you.
Exactly, exactly. And then even with this campaign,
Mhm.
you know, he gets so excited when I do stuff with the campaign. You know, if I help a family or,
Mhm.
you know, I do these interviews,
Mhm.
he's just right there and smiling. He's my biggest cheerleader. So
Oh, I love
I
that.
thank God for him. But
I love
and then
that.
I'm so committed to this campaign because during that time when I had to take care of my mother,
Mhm.
this is like a second income for me. You know, it
Awesome.
gave me the flexibility to be there for my mom and my grandmother. It gave
Mhm.
me the purpose,
Yeah.
you know, just looking after them, as well as sharing this information with our community.
Yeah.
It just gives me purpose. You
Mhm.
know, it's not like working at when I was working for the loan processing company or the bank or even the credit bureau.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, we work these jobs and we basically got time. We
Yeah.
selling our time for money, for income.
Absolutely. Yep.
But doing this, I feel like I have a purpose now. I
Yes.
feel good about what I'm doing.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm committed to this until God say, okay, your time is up, girl.
Right. Until y'all get to them 30 million, huh? Them 30 million families.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
love it. So what encouraging words
Yes.
would you give someone who's thinking about, you know, going on their own, starting their own business, or somebody that might be interested in helping to educate people about financial literacy? Like what words would you say to somebody?
I would say just take that
Mhm.
leap of faith.
Mhm.
Step out, give it a try, don't give up.
Right.
Don't give up. You're going to receive a lot of no's or maybes,
Mhm.
but just don't give up because you might have to talk to 10, 20, 30, 40 people and might get 10, 20, 30, 40 no's, and then you get that one yes.
That
And that could
one.
be the one yes that take you over the top. So don't
That's
give and
that's
keep God
good.
involved.
Mhm.
Keep God involved. We
Absolutely.
gotta have a conversation every day.
Hey, listen. Because I'd be like, Lord, you see, right? You do see this. Come on now. Help your daughter. Huh,
Yes,
Daddy?
yes. We have a conversation every day. So one of the things that I always wanted was to have control of my time and my
Yes.
income.
Yes.
And you have to be specific.
Yep.
You have to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely got that. I got the control of my time, my
Mm-hmm.
income,
Mm-hmm.
but I also got the freedom that I wanted, the
Yes.
flexibility and lifestyle.
Yes. Come
Because with this
on,
organization,
lifestyle.
Christina, we do these big trips every year. This year we going to Turkey. And
Wow.
they're taking
Y'all
like
be everywhere,
4,000
baby.
of us. Yes, they taking 4,000 of us to
L-
Turkey this year.
Listen, I'm the flight attendant, but you seeing more of the world than me. How is it? Something's wrong. Something's going on. I fly for the airline and fly for free. And I still ain't been to half of the places you be in, Necee. Y'all be
Girl,
doing it. I
I
love it.
love it. I love it.
I
Yes.
love it. I said this is gonna be my year that I was gonna be doing some big girl things and some big girl trips. So we'll see what the Lord say, honey. We'll see what the Lord say. So how can people find and support you? And if they want more information about financial literacy, how can they find you? Where you at?
Hey, if anyone is interested in I said complimentary personal financial strategy or interested in attending any of our workshops, they can actually call me at 773-675-9343. Or you can actually go to, I have a web page, and it's worldsystembuilder.com/my page /Necee C.
Okay.
The letter C. So that's
Okay.
worldsystembuilder.com/my page /Necee. That's NECEEC.
Okay.
So they can reach me either by phone or the web page.
Okay.
Or send me an email
Okay.
at
What's your email?
SYF as in Frank, P as in Paul, Cotton, COTTON @gmail.com.
Okay, say that one more time because I was
So
talking over you.
I'm
Say it one
okay.
more
The
time.
email is sure. The email is SYF as in Frank, P as in Paul, Cotton, COTTON @gmail.com.
Awesome sauce. And I am going to post all of that on all of my social media pages. So they'll have all that information to reach out to you. So my prayer is that at least one person will reach out to you and say, hey, tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more.
Yes. Yes.
Necee, I have enjoyed.
One
Yes,
other thing, just to let your audience know, I am actually licensed, not just in Illinois. I am
Okay.
licensed in Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, and North Carolina. And
That's major, Necee.
yes, we have offices all over the US and Canada.
Okay.
So if there's anybody out there that's in any of the city or states that I didn't mention, we have offices there. Contact me and I can match you up with somebody.
That is awesome. Girl, I'm glad you threw that tidbit in because you know a lot of my audiences right now is in Georgia. So
See? Yes,
listen, I'm
I'm
glad you
licensed
threw
in
that in.
Georgia.
Nice, nice. Well, honey, let me tell you something. I have thoroughly enjoyed interviewing my friend of 30 years, Necee. I have enjoyed this. And one thing I remember about me and you, girl, we used to love to laugh and smile. And I
Both of
think,
us.
yes, girl, thank God that has not changed. The Lord is still putting smiles on our faces after 30
Yes,
years. That is
yes, yes.
amazing. So I'm excited. I'm excited to put your information out there and see where it goes. And hey, you can always count on Cute Inc. to support you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't say this, but Necee was one of my first supporters when I started my business. She saw it and she was like, Christina, I love it. And she jumped on board and she bought stuff. So Necee, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so
You're
much.
so welcome.
So much.
It was like giving my friend a hug. I couldn't reach you, but I said, let me get a couple of these t-shirts and some
Yes.
masks. Let
Yes.
me support her.
Absolutely. And she did it, y'all. She did it. She kept her word. She did it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night. I'm probably gonna upload this tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'll text you and say, hey, it's up. And so then you can post it on your page and so forth and all that good stuff.
Okay.
All right. It was great talking to you and seeing you, friend.
All right, you too.
All right. You have a good night, okay?
All right, Christina.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.